board. Welcome.
Hello, everyone.
We're so happy you're here.
Thank you for taking some time out of your evening tonight to join us. We want to give you just a quick rundown of what it looks like to work with us. I suspect, because I've been doing this for a very long time, that it's going to be a little bit more simple, a little bit less complicated than you might think it is. We're going to get into all of the specifics, but what it really boils down to is just talking about stuff that you enjoy and getting paid for it. So we're going to give you all of the information that you are going to need to make a decision. Um, let's get into it.
Woohoo. Oh, hold on. It's not scroll.
You won't scroll.
Nope, hold on. There we go. Okay,
There we
sorry.
go.
I was trying to mark things up. It's a whole thing.
I could have done this part by memory. This is just about myself. My name is Greta Drager. I have been in this industry for 14 years. I just celebrated my 14-year anniversary on March 13th, which is crazy to me because if I think about how much my life has changed prior to being in this industry does seem like a different lifetime ago. But at the same time, it really doesn't feel like real that I've been able to make this my full-time career for over a decade and that I'm still really excited to share everything that I know with people and teach them how to do this too. And kind of the novelty of that has not worn off yet. So when I first started in this industry, though, I was looking for just a little bit more. I needed something that could keep me home with my girls. I was on the cusp of a divorce and I had been staying home with my little girls and they were like 1 and 2 or 2 and 3 at the time. They're just a year and a half apart. They were little. And I didn't want to have to put them in daycare. I had stayed with them every day of their lives up until that point. And it was so hard for me because I was in this position where I was like, do I stay in this marriage where I'm just like not at all fulfilled and happy? And I know that this isn't what my future is going to be. And even then, we were strapped. Like we were beyond paycheck to paycheck. My husband was working full time. I say I stayed home with my girls, but I actually worked full time from home back then too. And then he also delivered pizzas at night. So regardless if I was going to stay in this marriage or not, we weren't making enough money. Point blank, period. We were not. And we were doing everything right. We had a very inexpensive mortgage. I think our mortgage at the time was under $1,200. We didn't have any car payments. I didn't have student loan debt. We did not even have credit card debt. And it was just too hard on our double incomes plus a part-time job to even just pay the basics. And so I started kind of looking around. And I like to remind people that this was in 2012 because that's important because in 2012 people were not selling stuff on social media, which is wild because now that's nearly all you see on social media. Nearly every time someone is talking about a product or fashion or whatever it is, there's commissionable links attached to it. And it's so normal now. But back then, I was like, why would I use my social media to sell stuff? That's so weird. I'm just going to show up on social media and sell things. It was such a foreign concept 14 years ago. But I saw this girl doing it and she made it look really simple and she was making good money. And I was kind of like, okay, never try, never know type of thing. But it took me 9 months to finally pull the trigger and decide that I was going to sign up and join her. What I didn't know was that not all companies are created equal. Not all compensation plans are created equal. Not all product lines are great ones. I just knew a friend was selling some stuff and I was like, can you teach me how to do that? I could really use some extra money. And she said, of course. And she signed me up. In the 4 years that I was in that business, I did climb to the second to the top rank there. It took me 3 years to get there, and I spent another year after that until I hit 4 years continuing to work there. And then because I was now exposed to the industry and I had learned so much and I had really dove deep into teaching myself anything that I could learn to get better at this so that I could help other people be their best at this, I realized that, and I'm not like hindsight is 2020, but I realized that maybe the place that I had built in to begin with was not the place where my future lied. And I was kind of like, wow, like there are companies that will pay you more and there are more universal products that I could be selling. The first company that I did was strictly health and wellness, and it was kind of a tough category to sell to everyone. So I wasn't even really looking, and something else fell into my lap. And I thought, okay. And I had also, let me just tell you, both times, because I went on to build to the top of my second company as well. But both times when I was leaving had one thing in common, and that was I no longer felt like the place that I was going to, I didn't feel like it was honest of me to tell people, look at everything that I've achieved. I've earned over $9 million. I've I have two homes that are paid for in cash. I don't have a stitch of debt. My cars were bought in cash. I have college savings for my kids. All of these things I didn't feel like it was reality when I told people that they could do it too anymore. There were times in both of those companies where that was very true and where I did feel like this is an open playing field. All of these things are possible for everyone. And in both situations, that time had come to an end, in my opinion. So both times it was very scary because when you spend a long time building stuff and when you spend a long time passionate about a certain thing or excited about a certain thing, making a shift in any regard is a hard thing to do. But I knew that there were too many people that looked to me for leadership and that were looking to me for answers and to kind of make the right move, that I couldn't stay stuck anymore, and I had to find something else both times, and that's what happened. So when I, in my second company, most recently 6 months ago, was really to the point where I was like, I need to find something else. I was weighing my options of if I was just going to retire, and I felt, to be honest, not great about that. As much as I would love to retire, I felt like in nearly 15 years, I have built a community of people who did look to me for guidance. And I was getting phone calls all summer long of people being like, what do we do? What's the move? Like what's next? I can't stay stuck anymore. And over the last year that I was there, I had been really immersed in all the options, right? So whenever something new would pop up, I would deep dive into their comp plan. I would figure out exactly what top leaders were making, what it takes to make that. I was really analyzing so many different companies and weighing like price point and accessibility and affordability and whether products were things that you would order every month, because we know when you have customers who are consistently ordering every month, that means residual income for you. So you make a sale once and it continues to pay you over and over again because those people become loyal to the products that they get from you, right? And that's important when you're in a commission-based plan of any kind. You want loyal customers who return. It's easier to sell one thing to one person who replenishes it every month than it is to go out and find brand new customers every single month. So nothing was fitting, like checking all of the boxes though. And I was kind of like, okay, this is, hold on, I need water. This is like a great product line, but their commission plan isn't very good. Or this is like a well-known thing that people love, but it's kind of antiquated and it's been around for too long. All of these kinds of things came into play. And then Farmasi came into the picture. And I was like, okay, like from just a logical standpoint, let's go through this one. And it was like, check, 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 check. Plus things I hadn't even thought of that I was like, wait, companies do that? Like, I feel very well versed in most of the companies that are in this space. I either have friends who are top leaders there, or they've tried to recruit me in the past, and I've been on Zoom calls with their CEOs trying to, talk me into working for them. I do feel confident that I know ins and outs of most companies. And there were so many things, and we're going to get into some of them tonight about Farmasi, that I was like, I can't believe companies offer that, or I can't believe companies do that. It wasn't even on my radar to look for some of the things that Farmasi does. And so I just got excited. And I got excited because I knew that this was something that anyone could do, whether you're into nutrition or not, or you're into makeup or not. We have so many categories that there truly is something for everyone. The price point to become a beauty influencer is almost nothing. Like right now, it's $6. So that sometimes is a hurdle in companies. Sometimes it's hundreds of dollars to join a company. And that's just to start. That is just to sign up and have a website and your link and a little starter kit of products that aren't, it's not even customizable. You may never even use what comes in your box. Um, so for it to be such a low point of entry, plus all of the things that are possible here, I was like, okay, I'm sold. I'm sold. And I think everyone, once you kind of hear everything that we're going to talk to you about tonight, you'll understand why Emily and I and so many leaders from not just our last company, but from companies across the board are like, wait, this company just checks all of the boxes. So we're going to get into that. I'm going to tell you just a few quick facts about Farmasi too. Okay, so this is important, guys. This is important because number one, I'm going to talk about number one. We have the company has 74 years of heritage, but only 10 years in direct sales. Only 6 of those years are here in the United States. Canada just celebrated 3 years. But the 74 years of heritage matters because where we're sitting right now, this is still such a new opportunity, but it's not a new business plan. It is not new products. It is not a brand that's learning how to scale and manufacture and produce and all the ins and outs of running a business at the same time. That part is like done. Like they have so masterfully created this company and it has been a well-oiled machine for 74 years that we do not have the growing pains. We do not have the potential of like, when there's a startup, they say like 75% of startup companies fail, not in this industry, but as a whole. I think it's higher even in the restaurant industry. But yeah, it's so much risk when it's a brand new company. We really have the most perfect blend of strong business acumen and brand new potential. And that doesn't exist very often. I've never seen like such a company that has like such groundwork laid already, but is still a brand new opportunity for us. So this is really a winning combination. We're also in 40 countries and counting. France just launched this month, which has been a very exciting thing to watch. We also have European standards for ingredients, so you can feel really safe and confident about what you're putting in your body and on your skin and using in your hair. As you guys probably know, Europe is far more picky, if you will, about what they allow into cosmetics and consumable products and food, as far as things like dye, even all of these things. Farmasi is produced in Turkey. And so every single thing that they produce and manufacture and then even bring here to the States and to Canada follows their rigid standards, which is far stricter. So you can be confident that the products that you love and that perform really, really well are also a lot safer than United States standards are. Canada's a little bit better, but still not to the point that they're at yet. We also own our entire supply chain. And this is important because when people try the products without fail, like every single person that I have sold or shared or sampled these products to, they're always like, okay, holy cow, I love that, but how? How are the products like a luxury feel and they're so inexpensive? Explain it to me like I'm 5. Like people are like, how is this cheap? Right? And so this is where this comes in because we own the complete supply chain. So we are not paying for markups on any part of the process, from raw materials to finished goods to the manufacturing to the shipping. It's a debt-free company, right? Even to the bubble wrap. Emily just shared with me today that they even produce the bubble wrap. So we're not paying markups on any part of the chain. So usually companies have to buy their manufacturing or they outsource their bottling or whatever it is. We do everything, and that is how we're able to keep the costs super low. And then we pass that savings on to you. There's also no annual fee. So if you've been in a company like this before or not, this is important to know because usually in most companies, there'll be a fee every single year just to renew your account. It could be $59, it could be $99, whatever it is. We don't have that. We also have a unique car program because they call it a car program and it's a monthly bonus, but you don't have to get a car. So with a lot of companies, you have to get not only a car to get the bonus, and they say that it should cover your car payment. It usually is not quite enough to do that, but it'll put something towards it, right? But then it has to be a certain make, a certain model, a certain color, a certain number of years old, whatever it is. We don't have that. So I like to refer to this more as a lifestyle bonus. So whatever you want to use it for, you'll get that, and it's built right into the compensation plan. So you're never going to get like locked into a car that you didn't necessarily want. The trips are also built into the compensation plan, which I find amazing. And then the community is just unmatched. I really feel like what we've created here and the support and the guidance and the layers of experience and success above you is absolutely incredible. Emily has so much experience. She is a wealth of knowledge. She's also the most organized person I think I've ever met. And then there's me. I've earned millions of dollars in this industry. So has the girl who enrolled me and the girl that enrolled her. And right above her is the number one income earner. So it literally goes the best person in this company, $1 million earner, $1 million earner, $1 million earner. And then there's you guys. So the people that you have to learn from, lean on, and use all of our systems is just, I think, pretty amazing.
Agreed. Agreed. So, on that note, I'm Emily. Hello, I'm the organized one. And I live in Southern California with my five little monkeys. I have one girl and four boys. And
Emily, you're mute again. You're mute. When Emily touches her phone, her mic goes out, and we don't know why.
is it back?
Yep, you're back.
Great.
Go
Yes.
ahead. One little girl, four little boys.
One little girl, four little boys. They're maniacs, and I have bribed them to be quiet in the basement. They do have a babysitter down there, but I'm bribing them. Let's hope they stay quiet. If they don't, then you know that I'm not lying about my children. So I like Greta. I actually met Greta in the company that we both did prior. And like she was saying, I got stuck with a Cadillac that absolutely was not covered by the Cadillac payments they were giving me. And I still have said car and I'm trying to offload it, but it is just not the right economy to get rid of this Cadillac, let me tell you. And so the car program here, where you don't have to buy a car, is huge. When I was over there at the other company, I was a Cadillac earner. I got to the top tier of ranks. And I worked so hard. I was there for over 7 years, and it was my complete world and life. And it became a place I didn't recognize. The products were changing. The culture was not great. And I felt like Greta, okay, this was a great place for me to come and start and learn, but this is not my future. And I don't know what to do. So when Greta was telling you that she was getting calls and texts from people saying, where are we going to go? What are we going to do? That was me. And I was hounding her because I knew there's so many options, right? Any of you who've looked into this, you get overwhelmed. You're like, do I do patches? Is it olive oil? I don't know. And you don't know where to go. So I would go to Greta when I would hear something and say, do we like this? What do we think? And she would say, no way, the comp plan, no way, the culture, no way, the leadership, no way, the products, the price point. And she would talk to me. And so I knew I could trust her. And I said to her, when you find something, I want to be the first to know because I'll go with you, I'll follow you, and I trust you. Now, I said that, but then I became so extremely burnt out. I was done with network marketing forever. I can tell you that in my heart, I was done. So when she did finally find somewhere and she came to me and said, I found it, I said back, and I have the receipts, okay? I said, I don't think I can ever be passionate about an MLM ever again. And she said, I get it. But what if this is a place where everyone can win? And that was where I knew that if she was saying that, right? And if she was gonna leave the check that I know that she was making, then I knew she had to have found gold. So I thought, well, I'm not happy here anyway. I might as well just go with Greta, and I probably won't do anything and I probably won't go anywhere, and we'll just see. And then instead, what happened is in 12 days, I became a director at this company. I've been on corporate leaderboards every month since joining. I was the number 10 recruiter in the entire United States, the number 7 in personal volume for the entire United States. And I have been nothing but shocked. No one could be more shocked about any of this than me. And you can see it on every video where they announced it, my face, which is like, and Greta thinks it's the funniest thing. She'll text me and say, "You are so funny. How shocked you are. How do you not know that you're number one for these things?" And I'm like, because not once was I on a leaderboard at the other company. And I feel that I worked harder there for 7 years. But the thing was, I was working hard, but that company was not working for me. I was working for it, it wasn't working for me. When I came to Farmasi, I finally felt like the effort I was putting in was working back for me finally. And I finally felt like, okay, Greta and I both had so many conversations about the culture we wanted to create and the type of community we want to have. And we've worked very hard to stay very strict to our principles around what we want to be surrounded by. These are things that make being here different. These are things that make being here joyful and happy and wonderful. And so, yes, my name's on top leaderboards. The community is incredible. I'm making 10 times more income than I was there, and I was a Cadillac earner and had been there for 7 years. So this has been life-changing to say the least. And I will also say I fully believe 100% that we haven't even gotten started yet. I really do. I think where we're going to be in 5 years is something to get chills up your arms and back about because we're just getting started. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the products that I am in love with. I was the skeptic coming in. I said, oh, I'm probably not going to use the hair care, and I'm really not a skincare girl, and I never wear makeup. So, I mean, I guess I'll buy the toothpaste and I'll use a couple things and we'll see. And I now use every single product that this company makes because once I started to try them, I realized, holy cow, at this price point, these products are the highest caliber and quality that I've ever. I'm sorry, I don't mean to brag on myself, but look at my skin. Can we talk? Can we just take a minute? I have no makeup on. It's pretty clear, I think, but look at this glow, okay? Listen, we have everything from makeup to skincare to hair care to wellness to the best whitening toothpaste of all time. We have so many different products. So if you're saying, "Oh, I'm not a makeup girl," no one, and I do mean no one, was less of a makeup girl than me. For date night, sometimes we would be in the car heading to dates, and I'd be like, "Oh, I forgot to put on makeup." And my husband's like, "It's fine. You look the same as you do every day that I see you, so it's okay." But I would forget. It didn't occur to me to wear makeup. So you don't have to be into skincare or into makeup or into whatever it is to be here. You can choose things that work for you, and we have so many choices. So you'll find something, I promise. Like Greta said, we adhere to EU standards. One thing I just want to put out there, and yes, this is a little dig. Um, some places say that they have EU standards for ingredients. And what they mean is that they have a line for Europe that does, but then they distribute the toxic stuff to the United States and Canada. What is different here is that our stuff is formulated and made in a country where the regulations are so strict and tight that they can't add those toxic ingredients and then ship them over here. It's not allowed. So when we say we have EU ingredients, we mean we have EU ingredients, and there's not a different line for Europe than the United States or Canada or anywhere else. Our cosmetics and personal care products don't include any GMOs, so most of them are grown on our farms in Turkey. Some are outsourced. I know we get some ingredients from Australia. Free of animal ingredients other than the collagen, which does have bovine collagen. Free of heavy metals, parabens, no gluten in any of our products. I am on a gluten-free cleanse right now, and I can tell you that after talking to my naturopathic physician, it matters if there's gluten in your skincare and hair care and everything. I had no idea. Apparently, it's a thing and it matters. We don't test on animals or any of that. And the last thing that I want to mention is that in a lot of companies, in my last company, we didn't have the support of the professionals. So, hairstylists did not appreciate our hair care. Here, we have tons of celebrity makeup artists who use Farmasi and are repping Farmasi. We also have hairstylists, cosmetologists, estheticians, and they're all obsessed and in love with these products, not only because of the ingredients, but because of the results everyone's getting. Again, I point to my skin. All right. I will move forward from my skin and let Greta tell you how it works.
I actually have an entire leg of makeup artists that are all just like so obsessed. I had a girl buy the entire foundation line to stock her kit with. I have another girl who does bridal makeup in Austin, Texas, and her salon wants to just stock the entire product line because it's exciting for them when they find products that really, really perform. And then when their clients are like, I love this, what is it? They don't want to tell you that it's a $90 foundation. And so they're like, we love that we can use high performing products. And then when our customer says, what was that? I can say, oh, here's the link for it. And they can buy it and you don't feel bad, you know? So the makeup artists just love it and we love them for it too. Okay, so let me talk to you a little bit about how it works. So say you sign up, say you decide that you want to work with us, this is what's going to happen. You're going to get plugged in. So you get instant access to a lot of things as soon as you hit submit on ordering your business kit. We'll talk to you a little bit about what that looks like too. But there's going to be trainings, apps that you can join with capsules of training modules in it as well, resources. There's chats that you'll be able to join. You're also immediately going to get your commission link. So you can start sharing that. We'll talk to you a little bit more about the commissions too, but this all happens as soon as you are ready to enroll. And then you're just going to start sharing the products. You're going to learn about them. You're going to try them. You're going to experiment with them. Maybe if you were on this call earlier, maybe you will eat one of the effervescent tablets live on Instagram and share with everyone your journey with that. It's my favorite thing that's ever happened. I'm never going to stop talking about it. But you just bring people along. You try the products, you share what you like. And when people are like, what is that? I'd like to try that too. You send them your link. It's so simple. And there's no inventory. So gone are the days of having a garage stacked from the floor to the ceiling with leggings or candles or whatever it is in these ways that companies used to operate. There's absolutely no inventory. People go to your website that you send them the link to. They shop on it just like they would on Sephora or Ulta. And when they check out, money gets deposited into your Farmasi wallet and Farmasi sends them their order after it's been packaged and they take care of all of that for you. So it's really simple. And then you can also share the opportunity. So the way that I like to think about this is everywhere we go on social media, there's commission links, right? Like we're so used to seeing people like to know it, their Amazon storefront. There's all these different ways that you can shop my closet, all of these things, right? And none of these places pay starting 50% commission. So if you're using social media anyway, if you're not yet, we'll teach you that too. It's all in the trainings. We can teach you how to build a brand and all of these things. But especially if you're already on social media and creating and not just consuming, you should be getting paid for it. So we teach you all of that. And then the commissions start at 50%, you guys. And these could be paid daily. If you're making sales daily, you will get deposits daily. So say you make a sale today, you're going to get it within 72 hours deposited into your wallet. And then you do the same thing tomorrow and the next day and the next day. You're getting deposits every single day. You're also going to get your monthly bonus payout on the 10th of the month. And then there's ways that you can make between $1,000 and $500,000 in addition to all of the other ways that you can earn bonuses and commissions. These are rank advancement bonuses. So I've scooped up 4,000 of these already. We're not stopping here. We're gonna keep going. And it's just simple. Like this is what we're looking at. You get a link, you start talking about products and sharing it. You share the opportunity with people as well. It could be as simple as just inviting them to tune into a call like this. We'll do all the talking for you. You start growing a team. Boom, you're getting paid for doing something that you're likely already doing and for using products that you're likely already using while also saving 50% as a beauty influencer with us. So you get that discount as well.
I mean, it just makes sense. The fact that our highest bonus is $500,000, and Greta and I came from a company where the highest bonus was $25,000.
It was
It
20.
it was 20. My bad. I gave them even more credit. Okay, let's talk about one of the ways that you can do this business from your phone and make your life really easy. So, our company gives a free app to everyone who signs up. That's what's so wonderful. A lot of them have subscriptions, so much a month to get your app. This is free, and you can do everything from the app. You can shop from the app. You can share hot lists from the app. I'm going to tell you what these are. These are little lists you can make. And let's say my good friend Jessica comes to me and says, my hair, my scalp is so bad. I'm flaky and dry. What can I do? I can make a Jessica's Happy Scalp Goodies hot list. And then I send it directly to her. It has every one of the products I recommend specifically for her with a little button that says add to cart. Boom, 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 boom. She adds what she wants. She can ignore the ones she doesn't want. And the other way I can do a hot list is I can say, you know what, I'm going to put all of my favorite skincare items on a hot list. And then when someone says, what are the best skincare items? I can literally just get this list I've already spent time making, already put together, shoot it over and say, these are my faves. This is going to save you so much time. It also guarantees that you're going to get more sales. People are, I don't remember the statistic. Do you know the statistic, Greta? It's something like people are blank percent more likely to purchase if they get a customized list. And it's a pretty high percentage. So these hot lists are huge for us and they also make life a whole lot easier. But just having the app, being able to, as you can see on here, go to your finances, go to management, go to your reports. I can check out, oh, how's Brittany doing this month? Where is she at? Oh, I want to transfer some money. Oh, let's look up a report to see who signed up the most people so that I can shout them out. You can even click this little button here and see what your bonus is looking like. The one that, you can get for rank advancing, the one you can get for signing people up, all of these bonuses, you can see what it'll be so you get an idea of what your paycheck is looking like for the following month for those bonuses. That's something that I had never heard of elsewhere, and I think it's so cool.
I love the hot list too, because when people are like, what have you been using? Like, what's your hair care routine these days? Instead of saying, like, go to my website and click on the hair care tab and then scroll down and then it's this, 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 and this. And then it sends people on this quest to find all the things that you suggested. It's like, here, I'll send you a list. And it's all right there and they just add it to their cart. It's just the best, easiest thing ever.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about ways to get involved. So there's 3 different ways that you can be involved in any kind of way with Farmasi. The first one is just a customer. You just pay full price. You get free shipping when your orders are over $75. And then whoever your beauty influencer is earns 50% anytime you place an order. The second way is a preferred customer. These customers do get a 25% discount on their products plus a lower free shipping threshold. So this puts that at 40, as long as they have one item on subscription. So we have a few options, pretty many options for items that you can subscribe to. And this could be every month or every other month. And if you have even one item on subscription, you get 25% off all of your orders. So that's pretty cool. The website
Not
actually prompts this too,
not
which I
yet
think
available in Canada, FYI.
is correct.
It
This is
is a beta
launch.
test right now for the US. So this is something that will likely be coming to Canada once they perfect it here.
Yes, and it's actually a really in the US so far, they've really set it up in such a way that I've had customers subscribe to things without me even having to explain it. So, what I love about our website is it's just so user friendly. You don't have to explain to people, click this and then do that, and then there's going to be a drop down, and then you do that. It's like just regular shopping. It's like people know how to it's just so simple. Some companies just overcomplicate it. It's really so simple. I've had people sign up and subscribe to things without even asking me a single question about what it is because the website just prompts you in a smart way and it's just simple. There's no fee to put things on subscription and there's no fee to turn your subscription off. The only thing is if you subscribe to certain products and then cancel that subscription and then want to subscribe to those products again, there's a $9.99 fee. But like basically, this is free. It's free to use and it's free to cancel. It's just if you wanted to start it up again, that's when there would be a fee. And then you can do what we do, and this is being a beauty influencer. We get 50% off all of our orders, always, even on sales. So if something is on sale from $60 to $30, we're going to get it for $15 because we save 50% every time. Whatever the price is, we get half of that. Okay. All you have to do is purchase a starter kit. These are as low as $19.99. The one on top here, it's like a business kit in a box, and it's going to come with samples and promotional material and just really the basics. But what it's going to do is give you access to that discount, and it's going to give you your commission link. You can add this starter kit onto any order. So we do have pre-packaged kits, like big kits even, that have tons of product. And in addition to the 50% discount that we already get, there's even more savings built into these kits. Like they really are a tremendous value if you want what's in them. If you don't, and this is why I love the customization here, because a lot of companies, you have to get one of their kits, and most people just pick the closest one to what items they might want, but they cannot customize them. And then you're left with products that you may never use or that don't work for your hair or skin type or they don't match, whatever it is. So we do have these big kits that you can buy. There's actually, I think, like 6 different sizes. But one of the ways that I love to have people enroll is I tell them just go nuts on the website, buy all of the things that you want to try, that you know you would love, or that already fits into your lifestyle, or things you might want to add, things you know you could talk about and share on social media. Get an assortment of things. And when you add the $20 kit at checkout, you're going to see the total drop in half because you're going to get that 50% discount even on your initial order. So if you like all of the things that come in the big kits, get a big kit because they really are an amazing additional deal. But if you don't, make your own. Just get different things that you want to try that you know you would use. Add the $20 kit at the end. It pays for itself in your discount and you're ready to go.
And for Canada, there's
Oh,
no cost. You don't
correct.
have to buy a kit. So apparently Canada is just the superior country in North America, which I think we can all agree right now on. I'm
I
kidding.
want to
But
know how in Canada they have anyone who doesn't become an influencer. Because if it's free and you become an influencer and you immediately get this commission link you can send to earn money and then you get 50% off, like who is not choosing that? I mean, for us right now too, you can start, it's actually $6. So if you were to enroll tonight, it's $6 and you get a free liquid blush with it. So
yes,
like for six
and
bucks, you're gonna get half off of anything you wanted to order, and you get to work with us, which I think is pretty fun.
which is pretty sweet. And Canada has the deal as well. I believe it's $8.50.
Mhm.
If they wanted to get the liquid blush. And the reason you'd want to do that is to get the liquid blush for $8.50 because that's an amazing deal. And you do that, and you could just do that, but you could also go shopping and get everything 50% off. And then you're good to go as a Canadian influencer. You can also just sign up and then you go shopping. You don't actually have to purchase anything. However, if you can hit 125 in your first order, then you're immediately eligible for every bonus. You're immediately eligible for all of your team commissions, assuming you're going to sign people up and tell people about this. And you're immediately invited into our training app that's hosted by our uplines who put together really great training. So it
And
is,
you immediately get a free mascara because when you hit 125, you get a free mascara.
you get a free mascara. Yes, we throw free products at you like crazy at this company. It's pretty incredible.
There's a
So,
lot of ways.
having said that, it's your turn. So, you're going to go to the person who invited you to this Zoom and just say, wow, Emily and Greta are so cool. And I thought Emily was amazing. And so I'm ready to sign up. And then they will give you the link to sign up, and you can get going and you'll get immediately plugged into the trainings. You'll get plugged into the team chats in the community, and we'll help you all on the way. There are so many resources, maybe too many, perhaps, but trust me when I say you would rather have too many than not enough. And so you can plug into everything and get started right away. We do these calls, we try to do them pretty often. And so just think of who you could invite to come to the next call, hear us chat, and get started so that you are building a team and making residual income for your life. How would that change your life? Think about that. How would that change your life? Because it's changed, it sure has changed Greta's life $9 million later.
Certainly.
And
As
it's changed.
someone who like really lacked any kind of confidence and didn't know anything and was just like, I'll try it. I'll try anything at this point. Um, we've come a long way over here. And now we teach you how to do the same thing.
Yes, we sure have. Well, thank you so much, you guys, for hopping on. We really appreciate your time. I know that everybody's so busy. We're so busy. I'm heading to soccer in a few minutes, but I'm officially a soccer mom now, which is so unfortunate for me and my schedule, but it is what it is. But thank you for joining us. And if you have questions, talk to the person who invited you, and hopefully we'll see you in the team chats soon.
Good night, guys.
Bye.